That's right. Hello, everyone. I'm Mike Corbett. Welcome to this edition of Business Ambassadors. This is the program where we talk to local people here in Hamilton County, learn a little bit more about businesses that are either up and coming or have been in business for a long time. And in this case, we're talking about a business that's been around for a while, but they've always got new things going. And with me today is Christina Sorensen, who's the Executive Director of Janus. And welcome, Christina. Pretty happy to have you here.
Thank you. I'm very happy to be here today.
Good. What's now? There are lots of things that you guys do out there, and I know one of the things is Hamilton County Express, which is the bus service, and we'll get to that in a minute. But tell me a little bit about what's new with Janus.
Well, our big focus right now at this point in time is our fundraising breakfast, which will be on April 20th at the 502 East Event Center in Carmel. Mm-hmm. We call it the Create, Connect, and Commit Breakfast, and we are very excited about it. Last year we had a record attendance of 471 guests.
Yeah.
And so we are hoping to top that and to exceed our goal last year, which was $98,000, and this year we're shooting for $100,000.
Oh my goodness!
So
that is great for a fundraiser. That's got to be some kind of record.
One thing.
Anybody who raises that much money for a fundraiser, that's great.
Yeah. Well, one thing we're really proud of, like we've had the mayors of the county be our honorary co-chairs. Mm-hmm. And then, two, we always keep this event to exactly an hour. You know, people have very busy schedules, mm-hmm. and, you know, it's like there's always so many good things to go to. So we are very strict about making sure we stay to 1 hour.
Good for you. And I know you've got a nice little program that goes along with it, and you bring out some of your clients,
yes.
and they give testimonies and talk a little bit about your programs and stuff. It's a great program.
Well, thank you.
It's jam-packed. A lot of stuff happens in an hour.
It does. We really like to focus on all the things that we celebrate with our clients.
Yeah.
So
that's great. Now, you just recently purchased some new property out at your facility, and your facility's out on Highway 32.
Yes.
Here in Noblesville. Tell me a little bit about what your plans are for that. That you got the batting cages out there, right?
Yes.
In the
okay.
golf.
Formerly known as the Noblesville Golf and Batting, and has now been named Janus Golf and Batting.
All right. It's still open as a golf and batting?
Yes, it is.
Oh, great.
I mean, of course, closed for the season right now.
Right.
But originally we had purchased that property because we are growing at a pretty quick rate. We did an assessment of this clients that we're serving, and we're growing at like 10% per year for the number of people we're serving.
Wow.
The building we're in is really wasn't constructed for the types of services we provide, and we were very fortunate. American Structure Point donated a master plan to us. So they did a thorough assessment of our building, and kind of projecting how long will your roof last, how long will your heating and air conditioning last, and when do you have to replace things. And basically, kind of with this assessment, came to the conclusion that it would make more sense financially for us to build a new building rather than retrofitting our current building.
I see. And
so we were looking at property to purchase, and we were very fortunate to get the property right next to us. Mm-hmm. We're very pleased with our location. We feel like a lot of people just identify Janus with where we are.
Right.
And it's somewhat central to the county too, so it's a good place.
And because you've got that bus service, it's important that you're kind of central to the county,
exactly.
Right? Because you store all your buses there.
Yes. And so when we purchased the property, I mean, we weren't buying it for the recreation area, but because when we're ready to build, we're going to have to do a little bit of fundraising. We don't have that kind of money in our bank accounts. Sure. But we thought that this recreation area would be just a wonderful opportunity for our clients to have another employment option. So we've actually had some clients that started working there last summer. And then another thing is in the community employment program where clients try to find work out in the community, there's a process called discovery where they look at different types of work opportunities and try to explore to see what things they might be interested in and see what kinds of things they might be successful at. So we feel that this, again, will offer more opportunities to explore different options.
So but you're talking about building a new building. Are you planning on building a new building on where your current one is, or are you planning on building on the new property and are you still going to keep the recreational facilities?
Well, what we would like to do is build the new building right kind of next to where our current building is and still be able to operate the recreational area.
Okay, so you want to keep the recreational area there. Good, and it'll still be open to the public?
Yes.
That's great.
And last year, we opened a little bit late in the season. We didn't open until June. We had to do a few renovations to the property, and so we opened up with the driving range and the batting cages. We need to do little updates to the mini golf course, which we've actually repaired a little bit, and so that started operating in July. And
I didn't even realize there was a mini golf course there.
yeah.
Okay,
See?
there you go.
And then also, with our partnership with American Structure Point, they took a look at that concession building that's there on the property and made some suggestions for changing on the inside a little bit, just to make the flow better. And so then they also had us work with an interior designer that works for their firm, and she was really good and got some suppliers to donate materials to us. So we got the flooring donated, cabinets and countertops.
Wow, good
And
for you.
I just feel like, the whole work that we've done over there is just a real good example of community involvement.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if you were observant of the fact that actually the whole concession building was painted. And
It's been a while since I've been
it was actually a light gray when we purchased it,
Okay.
and we were fortunate to be chosen by Serve Noblesville as a project.
Oh, good, yeah.
And
Yeah,
the
good
Hamilton Heights girls soccer team came and they painted the whole outside of the building for us, which was just amazing.
That's great. Well, let me ask you just real quick, because I know I'm familiar with Janus, and I've been to your breakfasts, and I've seen the programs, and I know who your clients are. But for people who may not be so familiar with it, tell us a little bit who you serve.
Okay. Well, our mission is actually to provide individuals with disabilities the opportunity to participate and contribute within the community. So the clients we serve are people who have developmental disabilities. We serve adults beginning with the age 18 and up, although we have started a summer program over the last couple of years for students age 14 and up.
Good.
Because we had a lot of information from the schools and parents that there was a need for that type of a program, and it was very successful, so we anticipate that continuing to grow in the next several years.
I see. And are your clients referred to you by doctors? How do they get involved?
They come through the school systems, they
Okay.
come through caseworkers, and a lot of different options like that.
I see.
We provide a variety of services. At our facility, we have what we call our on-site services, and we've got several different options. Two main options. One is called work experience, where clients have the opportunity to earn an income. We do contract work, which is where we work with a number of different companies, some local, some across the country, and our clients do piece rate. We have a special wage certificate from the Department of Labor, and we always do time studies to ensure that we're compliant with the prevailing wage for our area. And so each client will be paid to make sure that they're fairly compensated for all the work that they do. So that is one option that they do. And then we also have a program called Hidden Talents. And in this program, we actually do kind of creative artworks. We are known for the birdhouses that we make out of gourds.
I've seen those.
Yes, we do walking sticks and some other different types of art products, and including some pet supplies like dog toys and catnip toys for cats. So
All right.
just a variety of things.
And just in the few minutes that we have left, I mentioned early on that you run the Hamilton County Express program. That's the bus service, and that was initially launched to get your clients to and from work,
Right.
But you now also you serve the entire county. Are there some changes going on with that? How's that going, and what are your plans for that?
That is an ever-evolving process. We're always trying to find ways to make that more efficient and be able to provide more rides. A lot of people have the misconception that the service is only for people with disabilities, but that's not true at all. The service is really for anybody that's a resident of Hamilton County. And we found that there's such a huge demand for it. It's really pretty surprising how many people need transportation services in Hamilton County. Last year, we were fortunate. We made some changes to the way we do things. We've received a new software program that allows us to schedule more efficiently. And then we also made a change in our driver's schedule so that they were working 10-hour days rather than 8-hour days, so that we could have more drivers in the busier parts of the days. And so I've got some numbers to share, and I'll just read those because I never remember those exactly.
Okay.
But last year, the total trips that we provided was 66,028 rides.
Wow.
And that was 7,418 more rides than in 2016, and that was due to the change with using the software and the new driver schedules.
Wow, so you made those in the same amount of time, or
Yes.
Really? And
Yeah.
they're operating more efficiently now because
Exactly.
that's great.
Yeah. And although, we denied in 2017, we still denied 5,826 rides.
Just because you couldn't schedule it, they couldn't get
Yeah.
you couldn't work it into the schedule.
And the way we count a denial is if somebody's requesting a trip and we cannot accommodate that.
So if people want to ride on Hamilton County Express, they just call you?
Yes.
And they set up a time, and it's what, $5, right?
Well, actually, we've reduced our rates this year. It's $3 a trip.
Wow, how about that?
I know.
I don't know anything that's gone down in price.
Right, yeah.
Good for you, $3.
Yes.
That's excellent. Yeah, and it's door to door, right? They pick you
Yes,
up?
door to door.
Well, it sounds like you're going in the right direction.
We hope to.
Christina Sorensen, thank you so much for coming today. It's always fun talking to you and catching up.
Thank you so much.
Christina is the Executive Director of Janus here in Noblesville. Thank you very much for joining us, and I'm Mike Corbett. We'll see you next time.